Florida's Gulf Coast is one of America's hottest relocation spots. But with so many places to choose in the state of Florida, how do you know what is the best place to live? In this video, I'm going to break down the top 5 relocation destinations here in the Gulf Coast of Florida. So let's just jump in. Welcome back. I am Ryan Zakos, your relocation expert here in the Gulf Coast of Florida. I was born and raised here in Sarasota, and I believe we can help you better than anyone because of our knowledge and expertise in the area. My goal today is very simple. I want to help you narrow down your perfect relocation destination. I'm going to do this by giving you 5 cities, 4 pros and 1 con for each city. It's not going to be just generic pros and cons. I'm going to help you determine, based off of your wants, needs, and lifestyle choices, what is the best city for you. This is going to be in no particular order, but let's dive in. The first one is Sarasota. First pro I want to talk about in Sarasota is its vibrant arts and culture scene. If you are a foodie, if you love performing arts, and you love the history and culture behind a city, Sarasota might be that place for you. There's more Zagat-rated restaurants here in Sarasota than any other city. The arts history runs deep, as the Ringling Brothers will help founding the city, essentially. But again, the Oslo Theater, Van Wezel Performing Arts, there are so many things to do regarding performing arts, history, culture, entertainment, that Sarasota is truly a small city with big city amenities. Number 2 pro. Family friendly and retiree focused. Whether you're family focused and you want good school zone, Sarasota could be that option for you. The south part of Sarasota has wonderful school zones. In fact, Pine View is in Nokomis, is one of the highest rated schools in the whole entire country. It is a public school. You have to test to get into it, but outside of Pine View, South Sarasota still has a wonderful school zone, very highly rated schools. And if you're a retiree, there are tons of things. Whether you want the maintenance-free lifestyle that's walkable to the beach on Siesta Key, St. Armand Circle, Lido, Longboat, that's an option. If you want the resort-style living in Palmer Ranch like an Esplanade, that's an option. There are tons of options for retirees in Sarasota, which makes Sarasota a very diverse and active town, no matter what your age is. 3, obviously the beaches. Sarasota has the best beaches, I would argue, in the country. Definitely here in the Gulf Coast of Florida. Siesta Key is often regarded as the #1 beach in all of America. So whether it's Siesta Key, Turtle, Crescent, that's all in Siesta Key, or Lido just north, or Longboat Key just north of that, or even Casey Key, Nokomis Beach on the south side, and then Venice even further south. There's tons of variety in the types of beaches. The white powdery sand of Siesta to a little bit more of a shelly shark's tooth hunting of Venice. Sarasota has a little bit of everything. It's wonderful, natural to commercial. Beaches are spectacular. Number 4, the home prices and variety. I love Sarasota from that perspective. If you want a historic home that's 100 years old, you can have a small bungalow in the heart of downtown Sarasota in Laurel Park. You could be in Southside Village, which is just south of downtown Sarasota, west of the trail. Be on an island or on a canal. You could be beachfront on Siesta Key, on Lido, St. Armands, whatever it may be. You could have newer construction in Palmer Ranch. You could have new construction in East Sarasota. There's tons of variety. There's tons of options in Sarasota. So whatever you're looking for, whether it's historic, whether it's maintenance-free condo, whether it's walkable villa, whether it's new construction, Sarasota has a great variety in prices as well. You can have a very modest home in Sarasota in Gulfgate or Southgate that's just miles to Siesta Key for under $500,000. So again, great proximity to the beach, bang for your buck in Sarasota, and a great variety of price range and types of homes. My con for Sarasota is the lack of new construction in proximity to the beach. If you want new construction, you're probably going to end up in Nokomis or Venice or Lakewood Ranch or Wellen Park. Those are the new construction hotspots. There are some in East Sarasota, and there are some on the southern side of Palmer Ranch. If you are on the southern side of Palmer Ranch, you're going to be closer to Nokomis Beach, but you can be in Nokomis Beach in less than 15 minutes on the south side of Palmer Ranch, but it's not Siesta Key. If you want to be closer to Siesta Key, new construction, you could be in like Sunrise Preserve. It's the north side of Palmer Ranch, but you're not going to be just minutes from Siesta Key at that point. But again, that's the con, but still there are some options there. Next city I want to talk about is Venice. The first pro, my favorite thing about Venice is the historic charm and the laid-back culture that Venice brings. If you think Sarasota is a little bit too hustle and too bustle for you, then Venice would be a great option. You can have walkability to the beach and downtown. It's one of the only places in the country you can walk from historic downtown Venice to the beach without crossing a bridge, which is an absolutely great feature for any city. It's one of the only places in America where you can do that. Truly has that laid back small town feel, the historic downtown, just one big strip, Miami Ave's right next to it as well, but one big strip, Venice Ave, with shopping, retail, restaurants, ice cream, whatever it may be. You can walk up and down, grab a coffee and an ice cream, walk to the beach. It's a wonderful atmosphere from that perspective. Number 2 pro, the historic downtown area. I was just talking about it, but I absolutely love, if you're looking for architecturally diverse homes, you can have urban infill, so newer construction for some of these homes that were knocked down and built with walking ability to the beach and walking ability to downtown. I love that. But then you also have some historic homes and historic culture within downtown Venice as well. So love that historical and different architectural variants there within Venice. 3, beaches and outdoor recreation. Venice as a whole has a very outdoor centric lifestyle focus, whether it's one of the beach access up and down the island of Venice. On the north side, you got the jetty. On the south side, you got Casperson and tons of stuff in between. You have the only dog beach in Sarasota County on Venice Island as well. That's a cool attribute. But outside the island and the beach, you also have the Legacy Trail. So whether you're starting on the south side in Shamrock, jump on the trail, you could ride, bike, walk, rollerblade, run, whatever it may be, down this trail all the way to downtown Sarasota if you want, which drops you right there on the east side of downtown Sarasota. So you could have a wonderful ride there to downtown Sarasota, grab lunch or breakfast, and ride back to Venice, and it's an unbelievable ride. You're going over bridges, you're going through some wetlands and some woods through Oscar Shear, so it's a wonderful ride, great experience. And again, whether it's one of the county parks, whether it's the trail, whether it's the beach, tons of outdoor lifestyle living to do here in Venice. Number 4 pro is housing affordability and different types of communities. So if you're looking for a more affordable version of Sarasota, Venice is that. You could have new construction at a cheaper rate than you would pay in Wellen Park in a master plan community or Lakewood Ranch. So whether you're in Nokomis or North Venice, some new construction options are available at a lower rate than you would pay in Lakewood Ranch, and you have closer proximity to the beach. So that's a wonderful pro. Also, if you're looking for even more affordable communities, you can find very affordable communities right on the coast, like South Venice, Hidden Gem, that has a ferry that goes out to a private island, essentially, from South Venice. You have private golf communities throughout Venice. You have resort-style communities in Venice. You have the island life and living here in Venice. So you have a great variety of communities and a more affordable than you would pay in Sarasota. So that's a great pro. The biggest con for Venice, in my opinion, is it's lacking some of that culture, arts, entertainment that you would find in Sarasota. So if you're looking for some of that food scene, or you're looking for some of those performing art, or some of those festivals or cultural events, Sarasota is the place you're going to go. It's not going to be in Venice. Venice does have a farmer's market, but that's essentially it when it comes to entertainment. A lot of the restaurants that you're going to enjoy are probably going to be in downtown Sarasota or surrounding areas. There are some great local spots on Venice Island, but there's only a couple compared to what you would get in Sarasota. If you are truly looking for that laid back, more historical, cultural feel, Venice is going to be, but it is lacking some of that big entertainment stuff like the Oslo Theater, Van Wezel, performing arts, and festivals that Sarasota throws year round. Number 3, Lakewood Ranch, another relocation hotspot. Lakewood Ranch is 50 square miles east of Sarasota, east of Bradenton. It's in Manatee and Sarasota County. It's a master plan community. There's over 50 neighborhoods that comprise Lakewood Ranch. Most of these communities are gated. What I love about Lakewood Ranch is it's a very new construction-oriented community. The oldest community in Lakewood Ranch was built mid-1990s. So no matter where you're at in Lakewood Ranch, you're going to have a newer construction home. So the first pro kind of plays to that. It's the master plan community. It's the community feel. It has its own sense of community in and of itself. There's its own events. There's its own main street. So it has a very much community-oriented feel. It's kind of like be living in a big, huge neighborhood with tons of clubs and tons of events in and of itself. Number 2, it's great for families and has a great school system. You can't be in Lakewood Ranch and not be in a highly rated school. So if you are a young professional, young family, you want to be in a good school zone, Lakewood Ranch is the place to be. Number 3, modern amenities and neighborhoods. Again, the oldest community in Lakewood Ranch is built in the 1990s. Most of these communities are gated. Most of these communities have unbelievable amenities, whether it's resort-style pools, some even bundled golf, fitness centers, activity directors. Most communities are built that way with activities in mind, with a lifestyle in mind. A lot of times these communities, you don't have to leave the gates of your community in order to live your life and enjoy every aspect of it. So communities like Esplanade Azario, Esplanade Golf and Country Club, Lakewood National are communities that have restaurants, they have resort-style pools, they have fitness centers, they have activities directors, they even have day spas in the community themselves. No reason to even leave. Golf cart friendly communities. So if you're looking for the modern amenities, amenity-rich communities, resort-style living, then Lakewood Ranch would be a great option for you. Number 4 pro, just like Venice, it is built around nature, it's built around activity. There's over 150 miles of trails. There's bike lanes throughout Lakewood Ranch. It's master plan from that in mind. Most of these neighborhoods connect to community parks, to county parks. Great for like me having 2 young kids. We can walk to any given park on any given day, enjoy a park that might have inline skating, or a park that might have these wonderful swings, to playgrounds, to whatever it may be. There's tons of nature, there's tons of parks, there's tons of bike trails, there's tons of walking trails. Lakewood Ranch is built for that, but not only is the outdoor lifestyle, I mean, almost 50% of Lakewood Ranch is committed to green space. So again, it's very natural feeling. A lot of these homes back up to water and preserves, so it has that great ambiance of a community. But not only is it built for trails and outdoor living, there are tons of clubs. There's yoga clubs and fitness clubs and boot camps and everything that the community itself throws. There's farmers markets, events, festivals, all that stuff going on. So it's built around community, built around an active lifestyle. The biggest con for Lakewood Ranch is the lack of housing variance, lack of history, lack of cultural feel. Again, this community as a whole is a wonderful relocation destination. It's where I live, but it does lack some of the variance. All these homes are new construction, and they look and feel very similar. You have some that have like West Indies kind of feel to it, and then some more Mediterranean, but overall, it's kind of that newer construction, Florida ranch style, single story homes that you get in the majority of these communities. So it lacks a little bit of that. Most of these communities have smaller lots because it is new construction. These builders are trying to build as much as they can within these communities. So that is the biggest con for Lakewood Ranch. A lot of these restaurants that are successful in Sarasota are moving out. So you're getting some of these really nice restaurants in Lakewood Ranch. You have UTC right around the corner for shopping, retail. But as far as true performing arts, entertainment, culture, restaurants, there's not anything like you would have in Sarasota. Number 4, Wellen Park. Wellen Park is kind of like a newer version of Lakewood Ranch, just more south. So it's in the south part of Sarasota County, utilizes Northport city utilities. So it's in the city of Northport, but they have a Venice postal code, so they're using a Venice address, but that is even south of Venice, Wellen Park. It's another master plan community consisting of over 20 neighborhoods. It's a newer construction community in the fact that it's not nearly as developed and built out as Lakewood Ranch is, but it is on the way there. Number 1 pro, it's a new and growing community. You're kind of getting in early. You still can get some deals on new construction, but the infrastructure is there. There is a little Main Street area. There's some restaurants and there's some shopping, there's some farmers markets and festivals and stuff like that that are going on within Wellen Park. It's just not up to where Lakewood Ranch is today because it's not fully built out yet. Number 2, the resort style communities and amenities. Just like Lakewood Ranch, because it's new construction, they are building them that way with tons of amenities. These communities are mostly gated with tons of amenities, just like these Lakewood Ranch communities are. Number 3, it's great for active older adults and retirees. Most of these communities, especially communities like Brightmoor, are focused on pickleball. They're focused on activities that seniors and 55 plus communities offer. Absolutely love Brightmoor. A lot of these communities are built with that same thing in mind. And that leads me to the 4th pro, which is the housing options and costs. Just like most of these master plan communities, there are more affordable options. Wellen Park has that as well. So you have some Lennar communities that you can get in very affordably. There's some villa options that you can get in very affordably in Wellen Park. Love communities like Sarasota National resort style pool, but you have bundled golf area of that, and you have a non-bundled golf. So even with low dues or lower dues, you can have a community where it's resort style pool, fitness center, card club, restaurant, anything and everything you would want within a community itself is there for you in a villa, very affordable. In the mid 300s, you can even find a villa in Sarasota National. So again, there's communities that are more affordable. Then you have luxury custom home communities as well with the Wellen Park. So you got a great variance. Then the con is going to be, to me, Wellen Park is a lot more removed. And that's a pro for some people. But for me, you're even getting further away from like Venice than you would be to Sarasota and some of the entertainment and shopping and restaurants that Sarasota has to offer. So if you truly enjoy some of these performing arts, festivals, cultural events, food, restaurants, then Wellen Park will be a little further of a drive and will feel more removed from that perspective. There's not nearly as many restaurants, not nearly as much shopping there in Wellen Park. Eventually that will probably build up as the community develops in and of itself, but for now you'd have to travel to enjoy some of these larger events. The last community I want to talk about is St. Pete, and I'm actually going to bleed that into Pinellas as a whole. There are some different areas in Pinellas County that I do like as much or even better than St. Pete, so I'm going to mention them and give them some call out. But number 1 pro, it's an urban feel, younger demographic. If you're looking for more of an urban feel, want to be more of in a bigger city, a younger demographic, maybe with more younger professionals, then St. Pete might be that better option for you. St. Pete downtown is more on the bay side and the beach is on the Gulf side, so there's a little bit of a distance in between there. But if you're looking for that urban downtown lifestyle, but still get pretty good access to the beach, then St. Pete would be a good option for you. Number 2 pro, the vibrant downtown and nightlife. It's not anything like you would have in Sarasota or Venice or Wellen Park or Lakewood Ranch. It's got a true nightlife. It's got a true downtown, very urban, very vibrant with its culture, history, and everything else going on there in St. Pete as well. It's a bigger version of Sarasota. Number 3, it still has excellent beaches and it's still got excellent outdoors. So whether it's St. Pete Beach or Clearwater Beach, you're still getting powder white sand and great access to the beach no matter where you're at, kind of within Pinellas County. There's a beach option for you. And then because there's a beach, there's tons of outdoor lifestyle, and whether it's boating, biking, kayaking, whatever it may be, there's some great options. Hiking, even in Pinellas County, there's tons of great outdoor lifestyle, tons of parks, things like that, all in throughout Pinellas County. Number 4, rate variance in real estate in Pinellas County. That is also kind of my con in a way. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But the big variance is going to be there are tons of affordable options in and throughout Pinellas County and St. Pete as a whole. You can have very affordable housing that is not far from the beach or downtown. And then you can have, again, a more luxury, more expensive home that's closer to the beaches as well. So there's a great variance no matter what you're looking for. Just make sure you have a good professional that's helping you out in that field to help you navigate the complexities of Pinellas County. I love little tiny communities like Dunedin. Dunedin is one of my favorite relocation destinations in Pinellas County. It's a golf cart friendly community. It's a great downtown area. Everyone is pretty much golf carting to that downtown area. It's got wonderful breweries, wonderful little restaurants. It has more of that quaint, small, historical feel, almost like if you were gonna be on Venice Island. Put that in Pinellas County, Dunedin is that option. You lose a little bit of access to the beach as Honeymoon Island is a little bit more removed. It's not as easy access as you would if, walk down the street a mile to the beach in Venice. But if you're looking for that small town, charming, historical feel, Dunedin could be that great option in Pinellas County. So that's an option there, but there's some great diversity in Pinellas County as a whole, so that's a great pro. The con is also that diversity in some ways. I would personally prefer more distinct neighborhoods in Pinellas County. A lot of the times they're more intertwined, so that huge variance in communities is kind of a con to me personally. People might like that actually, that there's a great variance in types of communities and neighborhoods all kind of intertwining with each other. But for me, I don't really like that, because as I'm driving through, I'm like, oh, that's that community or that's that community. Not exactly sure. There can be something that's very affordable housing on one street and the next street over more luxury homes. So to me, it's all kind of intertwined. I don't like that. I think that's a kind of a con of Pinellas County as a whole, but it's also because it's older, is established and developed a long time ago. There's not much new construction. So there's a lot more urban infill in and throughout Pinellas County as well. So that's my thoughts. So there you have it. 5 incredible relocation destinations here on the Gulf Coast of Florida. I hope this helped narrow down how you are framing your thinking on relocating to these areas, whether you're seeking more vibrant downtown feel or retiree-centric or active lifestyle, culturally relevant. Hopefully this video helped you find the place that will feel like home to you. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind, take a second to subscribe. Check out our website. We have a neighborhood quiz that's an excellent. We have downloadable relocation guides for you on the website. So click the link below, subscribe, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Hey, thanks so much for watching the video. I just want to pop on real quick and tell you a little bit about who I am and who we are here at Zakos Realty and Design Group. I'm Ryan Zakos, as you heard throughout the video. I was born and raised here in Sarasota. I currently live with my family in Lakewood Ranch. Started this firm with my father about 8 years ago or so. We have an office in downtown Sarasota and downtown Venice. He actually lives on Venice Island. My father relocated here from Michigan, and it was his first career out of college at Michigan State, was a police officer here in Sarasota County at the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. My mom relocated here from New Jersey when she was actually a child, so they have both relocated here from out of state, but it afforded me the opportunity to actually be born and raised here. So I spent my first 18 years living in Sarasota proper, and then now with my family, we live in Lakewood Ranch. I absolutely love everything about the Gulf Coast of Florida. I've worked in St. Pete, I've worked in Tampa, I lived in Sarasota. My parents currently live in Venice Island. I have sold a lot of stuff in Wellen Park. I'm passionate about this area, and I think that it offers an unbelievable lifestyle that is unparalleled to anything else in the state of Florida, let alone the country. I do think that being born and raised here, it provides me the opportunity to provide insight into communities, into areas that a lot of agents don't know. There are a lot of agents, there's 10,000 plus agents here locally, and a lot of those agents actually aren't from here or haven't lived here that very long at all. So Being from here, I have had the privilege of building relationships with tons and tons of vendors in every industry you could think of, but then also just having that intimate knowledge of each community and each area, whether it's a pocket of Sarasota or a pocket of Venice or Lakewood Ranch, whatever that consists. I do think that I can provide that value in great detail for you and help you in understanding what your relocation goals are and helping you achieve that in what kind of home and community you want to ultimately be in. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions at all. I would love to be a resource for you, and I hope I can meet you one day. Thanks. Talk to you soon.